Okay, we decided to pull over for a bit to tape up the window, which has so much wind noise that making these videos is getting very difficult. I played one of them back and the background noise is just way too high. I can't hardly hear what I'm saying. So luckily we have some clear tape and we just taped it all up along here, and as long as the federales do not ask me to roll down my window, I think we'll be good. It's still raining pretty good. It's pretty steady. And there was one accident that I observed on the downside of the Continental Divide. It looked like it was somebody that was traveling like me, as far as, they had a campers or camping gear strewn out over the highway. The car was upside down, and there was 3 ambulances. There was several cop cars, and I'm approaching this. I'm in the right-hand lane, 2 lanes, and it's raining pretty good downhill, and there was a lot of flashing red lights, and I could see them a long ways away. So I immediately put on my turn signal to try to get into the left-hand lane. There was cars in that lane, and there was some vehicles behind me quite a ways, and it looked like they closed the gap to try to get ahead, and that prevented me from moving over into that number 1 lane. Well, I'm getting closer and closer to this accident, and I start to apply the brakes. You got to do it gently in the rain, and I noticed that one of these ambulances is partially in the roadway, the number 2 lane that I'm in. So more braking, but I was worried about locking them up. So anyway, this white pickup truck just would not let me into the lane. Finally, he passed me, and then I was able to move over before I approached this emergency vehicle. But it was pretty hairy there for a while, and I think that's the way these things go. You're driving along, everything is normal, you're feeling good, you're listening to music, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, there's like an emergency situation you got to react to. So hopefully I come through this without any more close calls. Another thing that I noticed here is there are some really large deer that are on the side of the road that have obviously been hit by cars, and they're just, I don't know how long it takes for them to get picked up, but they're just left there. So that's a hazard. I don't know what you could do about that. You're going along and those deer are just going to jump, and if you happen to be in the wrong, if you and them happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, then there's going to be a collision with a big deer. So I make a mess of the deer and make a mess of this Chevy van. So anyway, we're going to try it again. I believe that these windshield wipers are going to be a little bit too noisy. I do have another set in the back, so maybe I'll chance putting the new set back on. There's no telling how long it's going to rain. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do is dig out those new wiper blades. So anyway, thanks for following along. It's good to have you along.